Facebook. And we should be live in just a second. There you go. We are live on Build Your Brand. So welcome, Build Your Brand Launch and Launch Lab Academy and WOW Club. We have 3 different groups inside this one Zoom call. And hopefully it's going to be a very productive time for you guys, as we will be talking about nothing else than AI, and in particular GPT, and how we can utilize it, use it for our social media, and apply these little tools, this knowledge that we will share today in your marketing. So today we're going to have a special guest sharing, and it's a very special guest for all of us for a couple different reasons. First of all, we're very proud to say that it's our student of Launch Lab Academy, who will be sharing today, but also a partner. So Georgia Dvorakova is still a coach and a English teacher for not native speakers, and she started to look into ChatGPT and how she can use that technology, that tool inside her coaching program. And then we got to talk to each other and decided, oh, well, we can share this with the greater community with Launch Lab Academy over here and show people how they can leverage on the tools today and go through different tasks that you do on your social media, promoting your courses, promoting your coaching programs, and without hiring the whole team of people, you can now just turn your face into your best friend ChatGPT and ask the AI for that help. Okay. So with Georgia going through certain learning curve, I'm gonna let her share like what she's gonna share today exactly. But from my side, guys, I will round it up at the end and actually give you concrete application of all these things that Georgia will be sharing today. I'm going to show you how you can apply these things in your marketing. Okay? I'm just going to go through a little framework that we're using to promote your courses, to promote your coaching, and you will see how to do it. You will even get a little present from us at the end of the day that will make it easier for you. Okay, so without a further ado, Georgia Dvorakova, our partner, students, and amazing coach. Georgia, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. I don't know where you are in the world. For me, it is evening, but good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. I don't know. I can see my darling daughter, and for her, it is early morning. It's 5 o'clock in the morning there. So just there is no point for me to introduce myself because Mike did it for me. So I would like to share with you how I got to the ChatGPT. As Mike said, I'm English lecturer and I teach people all around the world just to be confident in English, how to use it. And part of my job, I have a clients from big corporate. One of them is ABB Robotics. And one of my clients asked me one day, because he is computer guy, he asked me, have you been using it? And I was like, well, what is it? So he showed me and I started using it. It was very interesting, like experience for me, but I wasn't getting the results I wanted. I didn't know how to talk to it, what to say, what to take. So I just used the opportunity because I'm a member of Mind Valley, and there was 3 days webinar or workshop about ChatGPT. So I learned there from the expert, and I would like to share with you what I learned. I'm not the expert. I'm going to share with you what I learned, and since then, all what I have been doing with the ChatGPT is much easier. I'm getting much better results, and these are just the basics which I prepared for you, and I hope it will be as helpful for you as it is for me. So I will try to share my screen, my presentation.
And Georgia is turning on the presentation. I want to highlight this, what she just said, that we do not have to be ChatGPT experts. We're going to be expert users. I'm going to use the chat GPT for our purposes over here, right? So I actually like the fact that this is a share from a perspective of a person who is applying this for the coaching work, for the social media purposes. Okay, Georgia, back to you.
Okay, can you see the slide?
Not yet. You didn't share the screen yet.
Oh, I didn't share the screen. Oh my God. Okay. First,
That would be important.
share the screen. Okay. Okay, so here it is. Oh my God. Technical difficulties. Sorry for that. I will get there finally, sooner or later.
No worries, no worries.
We are there almost. Okay, now I will share. Okay, here we are.
Okay.
Okay, now you can see it.
I can see the screen, so I'm assuming everybody else can also see.
Okay, awesome. So I'm going to share, as I said, I'm going to share with you what I learned from an expert in the 3 days workshop. And the expert name is Andri Petso. He is from Estonia, and he is extremely knowledgeable about that. And he gave me, not only me, but all the people who were there, who were present at the workshop, he gave us heaps of information, how to use it. I'm not going in this webinar, I'm not going to show you. I believe that Mike will show you maybe later how to use it in practice. I'm only going to share what I learned from him. So first, I believe that you have been using it already, or you even started or tried it. But for people who didn't, you just need this link. And when you get to the login page, if you already there, you know how to do it. If not, you have to sign up. You have to, they ask you for your email, they ask you for your phone number. And then when you have the account, you can use it, the ChatGPT, all the time. I personally recommend not to close it. I keep it open all the time. That was Andrew's recommendation as well. So you don't have to log out, log in. I just have it all time open because I never know when I will need to use it. Just at the start, you will get also free gift because we appreciate that you are here. So what I will share with you is a PDF file with many links for different pages where you can have a look, and also some prompts, because Andre shared with us a lot of prompts. So you will get this, and you will also get or be able to see the GP Chat webinar replay. What is it actually? ChatGPT is a chat interface which is built on top of the GPT-3 generating pre-trained transformer 3. Terrible to say it, but it is working since 2020, has been working since 2020. Unfortunately, it has a little bit limitation because it doesn't know anything after September 2021. All the information which are there now are before September 2021. As I know that GPT-4 is coming, so I guess that there will be completely different story, but with this GPT-3, it is like that. There are two options. You either can use free version or paid version. The difference are not that big actually. Only what happened to me, and I guess that if you have been using it, you jump in something like that as well, that if it is busy, it doesn't work. That simply, there is no point to be waiting. You just try hour later, 2 hours later. Sometimes, especially like my evening, which is USA mornings, that's extremely busy. It doesn't work at all. So I have been using it like I'm in the Czech Republic, so I'm CET time zone. So I have been using it either in my morning or early afternoon. In the evening, it doesn't work. The plus is it is for free. You don't have to pay. It does the work. But as I said, the limit is that sometimes it does not work. If you have a paid version, it is 24 hours access. It is much faster, and there is no prompting limits. You can ask as many questions as you want. There is no prompting limits. In the free version, there is prompting limits. We will get to it later. And it's cost $20, $20 per month, which for people who have been using or who want to use it a lot, I do not think it is that overly expensive. Now,
I can kick in over here for just a second to tell you guys that this is for the time being, right? So that those pricing points might change in the future. I know that Microsoft invested a lot of money into ChatGPT, and right now they're kind of sponsoring our usage of this software. But later on, I think the free use will be limited. So right now is actually amazing time for us where we get to get access to a tool like this and we don't have to pay, right? And the ChatGPT 4 is actually already launched, so the updates might be coming as we speak.
awesome. Perfect information. I even didn't know that. Okay, this slide is that you can see, this is what is it fed by. That's where the information, where all the information which are there are from. So there's 10 main sources and another heaps of other, but these 10s are the main sources where the information come from. What is it doing actually? It is generating new answers, and if you tried it, you know that you never get the same answer. Never ever. Always answer is different. It is taking what you put there, what you write, and giving you the answer on base on the related words which you put there. And the generating answers are mathematical. And it is trying to pretend the next logical word. It is just language elements, all language elements. As I said before, it is frozen in time. So after September 2021, there are no information at all. There is some limitation. I don't know if you got to this, but ChatGPT doesn't have any feeling, cannot do original thinking. So if you ask, what do you think, you won't get answer. And I tried it because Andrew was talking about. So I tried it myself and I got the answer. I can't think. So that was the answer. I can't think. Also, it doesn't know when it is wrong. So if you are looking for actual information, I recommend, and Andrew recommended as well, always check if the information is right, because it doesn't know when it is wrong. It gives you some answer, but if you, as I said, if you are looking for actual factual information, it is better to check it. And he was talking about some example from Google, where they rely on the answer, and that cost them millions and millions of dollars. So one thing which I have been doing and which was recommended as well, do not use it as something which is dead, even it is only like AI. Be kind to ChatGPT because it remembers it. I tried it and really it reacts completely different. Always I say, thank you for your answer, please give me blah, blah, blah. So it is I would say it is very important. And that's what we were told also to keep in mind. Now, I don't know if how much you can see it, but I just copied these 8 guidelines, which were presented as very important. So one of them, I can't see it myself actually. Your prompts don't have to be complex. They can be, but they don't have to be. Another thing is, don't ask ChatGPT. Tell ChatGPT to do it. No, lots of people ask, can you, how, you know, and giving giving questions. Do not ask, tell, give me 10 examples of, I don't know, 10 examples of fruit. But do not ask, can you give me, just give it the prescription. Okay. If your answer, yeah, this is very interesting and very important. If your answers getting the right, don't waste time. Don't try to like fight with it or try to explain, I wanted this, you gave me this. No, just ignore it and start again. Completely new. Or there is another option. If you ask for something and then you realize, this is not what I want. There is on the right side, when you write your prompt, there's on the right side, there are 3 dots. If you click on it, you actually can stop it and you can write your question or what you want again. And you can do it 2, 3, 4 times in just one line. And it is actually, I tried it, and it is actually very useful because you don't have to be scrolling down and up and down and up and looking for the answers. You have it in just one line. You just switch to 1, to 2, to 3, where you want. It is very easy to do and very helpful. I can't see it. This is very nice. I have something which I can't see. I have to make it bigger for myself. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, here as it is. Related to last point, sometimes these chat instances can crash and start running in circles. Again, do not try argue with it. Just close it down. And if it will keep doing, just start completely new chat. Do not continue in the same chat, start completely new one, ignore that one, because it won't fix. It happened to me quite a few times and I was running in circles and I couldn't move. So start completely new chat. Use your past contact, which is very good because the chat remember what you put there already. So it is very useful. And again, if you are looking for actual information, never blindly trust the output. Always check it. I'll put it down again because now I will see it. Okay. How do I move this one? Okay. What can we do actually with it? Everything which is expressed in language. And the output which you get, it depends on the quality of your question or of your prompts. You can use it as a virtual assistant. You can write text messages, emails, cover letters, essay. You can even write book with it. You can use it for copywriting. You can use it for posts and also for your headings. You can also create tables, which was very interesting. I also tried it. Whatever you need to put it in table. Because as Mike said, I teach the language. I tried simple thing. I asked to create for me a table with question words, and it was like in a second. And then you need to transform the table. You ask for CSV format, and it transfer your table to CSV format, and then you copy it wherever you need it. If it is Word, Excel, it works very well, and it is amazing. I didn't have a clue you can do that. You can use for formatting, you can use for writing codes and programming, you can brainstorm your ideas, it can speak any language. I tried it also. I tried it in Czech language, which is my native language. I tried it in Spanish. Of course, does have the most information in English. That's for sure. But does have information in other languages as well, and it works also very well. You can act as a specific person. It does have the information, as I said, it is frozen in September 2021, but all the information before that date are there. So if you want something, I don't know, if you ask, if you want to write a post, or if you want to write an ad, or if you want to write a video script and you ask the chat, act as a Dean Graciosi, for example, it will come that way. It is amazing. I just love it. It also can find and organize data, as I said before, and put them in table that you can copy and paste. Now, how to use it? The best way how to use it, to feed it with a lot of your own writing for reference, as much as you can. More you train it, it'll be more will be writing in not only in human way, but in your way, the way how you write. It just remembers what you put there. So it learns to write your pattern. And you also can ask, and this obviously, I don't know if it is going to work with ChatGPT-4, but it works so far with ChatGPT-3. If you ask, write with human perplexibility and burstiness, and it transfer, I have been trying it for quite some time, and it comes in completely different way. Because sometimes I remember that we were talking about it in the group, and I remember that Magda said it sometimes come the writing and it is like
For headphone notification.
Sorry? Okay, I heard someone.
I think it was nothing, just somebody was talking in the
Oh,
background.
okay. And sometimes it comes and it really looks like robot. So if you try to write this sentence, it comes completely different and it really looks like it is from human. And you can also check it. You can also check how much humanly it is written, or if it is really looks like it is from robot or from. And it is especially helpful for people who write for living, for example, for reporters or journalists or whoever writes for living. And you can do that. And I put the links for you there. And it is called AI Detector. There are 3 links. All of them works very well. And it shows you the percentage of the human way and of the AI way. It is very, very useful. And as I said, especially for people who make living by writing, because if you work for some, say for Google, you will be penalized. If you give them something, article, whatever, if you give them something and they will put it through the detector and they will find out it is not written by human, like there will be 20% human, 80% AI, the people are penalized, as I learned. I even didn't know that, but that's what I learned. So if you want these links, you can copy it. There is also another tool which is called Quillbot. And if you use the Quillbot, it paraphrases what you already have. So I also tried it and it works very well, because I tried to put my what came from it through the AI detector, and it showed me I think that was 75 to 25. Then I used this sentence which I showed you before, this one, rewrite with the text with human perplexity and burstiness. That increased. That was the other way. There was 75 human, 25 that. And then I tried this tool and it worked very well as well. So all the tools which are, I would say, very, very useful. Another way how you can do it, you can rewrite the content you get from GPT and add spaces to it, underscores, whatever, just to make it more human way. And then you can keep running it through the text through the AI detectors. It's always good to prime your chat. You can train it, you can tune it, you can give it example. You need source of materials, example of scripts. You can use your own or you can use someone else's. Doesn't very matter, but this is the best way how to do it. Because if you only ask and you don't give it input, it comes with something which really doesn't look like very human way. If I will go exactly in the details, again, feed it with your own writing. Rewrite the text you got from GPT. Tune your own prompts. You will get better, and also the prompts will get better. Learn from other people's prompts. There are heaps of ways how to find the prompts. As I learned, there are also people who are selling them now. So that's obviously a lot of people are interested. Mike, do you have an idea how many people nowadays have been using ChatGPT? Originally they were talking about something like over 1 million people in a week time, but what is it? What is the number now? I don't have a clue.
ChatGPT was the fastest growing app in the history of internet, and it reached 100 million users within 2 months.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
Which is 4 times faster than the second fastest growing app, which was TikTok. TikTok needed 9 months to reach 100 million users.
That's a lot. So that's why people now are selling the prompts. ChatGPT can also help you to find good prompts, or you can ask, please write me the prompt to get the right result. You can use it for creative writing also, and there are many different ways how to use it. One thing which is very interesting, and it was a very interesting part of the workshop I attended, was about the prompt engineering. There are people, I have notes somewhere. There are people who are called prompts librarians, and they are paid between $175 up to $335,000 plus equity. People who work as a prompts librarian for Google, which is obviously quite a lot of money. That will be for one dinner, I would say. Nice dinner. Very nice dinner. Okay, how to talk, how to ask AI to get better answers. Again, I'm probably repeating this again, but I found it very, very important. So it is language processing, and what you put there, it will be used, and it will come with the results. You design your text in the way that the machine learns to model. You can ask ChatGPT to perform specific tasks. You can give it instruction. You can give it prompts, whatever you need. When you are writing, generating, or searching for prompts, there was one pretty good advice, and I started doing it. Just create a special folder on your computer and put it, like, make your own library of your own prompts. Because I haven't been doing it at the start. I started doing it after the workshop. And it is very interesting because sometimes we want very similar task, and we already have the prompt which we used before. So the ChatGPT remembers it. So you can use it, twist it a little bit, and put it back, and you are getting better as you are using it more and more. You get better. Keep fine tuning your prompts, learn from other people's prompts, and you can have ChatGPT to help you to tune or even write your prompts for you. So get to the first one. As I said, if you have a keeping a track or make special folder and keep the one which you like and that worked for you. I actually kept all of them because I was just using them again and twisted a little bit and use them again and then ask the ChatGPT to rewrite it for me. That's up to you, but it was recommended and I followed the recommendation, and so far it worked very well. Keep fine-tuning your prompts. Every time you write something and you don't get the answer you want, just keep twisting it a little bit. Just add the word or change the words or write it other way around, or just keep editing it. And in the time, the prompts will get better, you will get better, and you will get better results also. It takes time, and it is not like nothing goes overnight. So even this, it is very good tool, but we have to learn how to drive it. That's like with everything. Learn from other people's prompts. You can look at YouTube. You will get the sheet with, there are some links. You can have a look at some videos, Reddit, blogs. Look at what other people are using for their tasks. You can use them for your own tasks. You can change them a little bit and make them better. You can edit them. You can use the underlying logic from what you read for your own prompts. That's up to you how you will deal with it. And you can also have ChatGPT to help you to tune or even write your prompts. And there are 3 different ways how to do it. You keep asking, or you can write a very long and complex prompt. And you can also ask ChatGPT to behave as a prompt expert for you. It works also very well. And if you keep asking and you just don't give up and you keep asking and asking, you will get better results every time you ask. You can write a very long and complex prompt and then ask, rewrite my initial prompt as an optimized prompt that will perform the same task. Remove any fluffs and excess information. Have seen it, tried it, and I got the same results from both. And I tried to write a very, very long prompt, which was like from 5 years old child once. Then I used the ChatGPT to rewrite it. And believe or not, I got results which I even didn't expect. And it was written like really, I didn't think about it that much. It was written like very simple and it worked very well. And there is something you need to know about, and it is there is a limit. In the free version, there is a limit. So this is why you don't want to write very long prompts, because there are the inputs are limited by tokens. It is 4,000 tokens, and one token is approximately 5 to 6 words. So you are somewhere between 20 to 24,000 words, which you can create in each question. But you can also split the tokens between the query and the output. And I would say that we don't want to use too much for the input to risk running out of the tokens for the answer. It will stop generating. It will stop working. And how we can solve this is that we can split the input. We can ask ChatGPT to continue when it's stopped, or we can check our prompts in Tokenizer. You have also the link there, which is quite interesting. I also tried it, and it gives you the number of the tokens, and then I try to rewrite with the ChatGPT. I asked ChatGPT, can you rewrite the prompts as I showed you before? And it came, and it was like half the size from what I myself wrote. So it is a very good tool also to use the Tokenizer. You can also ask the ChatGPT to optimize the prompts to the minimum token. So it works as well. Now, this happened also to me a few times. Sometimes, even if everything is perfect, you can still run into problems. It can stop writing. And how to fix it? You just try to write continue. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Or you can also write, your output got cut off, please continue writing from, and exactly the point when it stopped, you ask to continue writing. Another thing which I learned, and it is also very, very helpful, is you ask for different tasks. I have open at the moment about maybe 10 or 12, I don't know exactly, chats, and each of them is for specific topic. I do not mix them together. And this is what was also recommended. Do not mix your prompts together. Just keep one topic in one chat. Next topic, open new chat. You can also come back and go through, because it doesn't disappear. Your answer will be there. You can also look through. It takes time. That's why I said, and why I started doing it. Start creating your own library of your prompts, because you never know when you will need them or something very similar, and you don't have to think anymore how to create them, because you have the library where you can go. You know what worked for you. You know what didn't work. So it is a very, very important part of it. And just opening for each topic specific chat. So practically, I didn't want to be long, because if I will give you all the information I got when I was there, it will be probably 3, 4, 5 hours, and it will be very boring. So this is the basic what we have. And if I will just do through what we were talking about, the quick review. So the ChatGPT can help you with everything expressed in language. I guess following the future AI chats will be completely different. I know that there are also, and I remember my daughter told me, you can also create music with ChatGPT and other stuff. So there will be also drawing and stuff like that. But at the moment, ChatGPT is just everything in language. One very interesting thing is that I advise quite a few of my students to use it for checking their language, which also you can use it that way. And that works very well. And because I'm non-native speaker also, it helped me quite well. Not that I wouldn't know how to write it, but sometimes I don't know the exact word I'm looking for. And you get it from the chat. If you ask the right way, you get from the chat exactly what you want, and without grammar mistakes also. So it is very, very useful for us, for non-native speakers. So Be kind to it, say please and thank you. And don't ask, tell. You can train it with your input and fine tune it. Remember, it doesn't have any feeling. It doesn't know when it is wrong. And don't try to fight with it. That's wasted time. I tried it a few times just to check what the guy was saying. I spent actually hours and hours just trying all the stuff he was saying, and he really knows what he was talking about. Keep record of your prompts and be aware of the word limit when creating prompts. So that's practically what I prepared for you. As I said, I didn't want to make very long and very boring, but I would like to know now if you think that the information I share with you help you, at least a bit. If you think that you will possibly could use it for your own benefit, that you could possibly use it for writing posts or writing emails or whatever, I would like to know if it helped you at least a bit, because it helped me. And that's why I was talking with Mike and why I was saying I would like to share what I learned, because since the workshop, it completely changed for me using these little things which I shared with you. So I would like to know if it helped you.
Okay, we got some yeses in the chat. Guys, you can actually let us know if there is like any specific one thing that was very helpful. I'm assuming that some of this information you might have already known. Maybe there was something new.
I have, my hand is up, Mike. You know, I just want to say,
Georgia, maybe we can stop sharing the screen for a second so we can see see everyone.
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
go for it, Lucy.
Lucy, yeah.
Okay. Georgia, I just want to tell you what a fabulous speaker you are. And this presentation has just been awesome. I knew a lot about ChatGPT, but there are things that I didn't know. I didn't know about all those links, the AI detectors and all that. So I would like a list of all those links. Now, and I don't quite know how to use them. I'm going to have to play with this a lot. So, you know, so yes, I learned a lot, and I've got a lot to learn from your presentation. So I don't want to take any more time than that. Thank you so very much.
Just answer what you were saying. It is not complicated. You just copy what you get, you know, the output, what you get,
Right.
and you just copy it in the AI detector, and that tells you how many % it is written in human way and how many % it is artificial.
Okay, thank you so much. That's easy. Thank you.
It is very easy. It is very easy. And
Just
there are three different. I try all of them, and practically all of them work the same way. There is another one which I didn't share the link because I tried it. It's very complicated, and I didn't think that it will be in any use. So
just to guys to put your mind at rest, all these AI detectors are important when you're sort of like utilizing it for your work, for some official documents, and I don't know, using it to put in your final work for school or something, right? Some text. But for us entrepreneurs who will be creating posts and marketing for your courses or coaching programs, you don't have to worry about that too much, right? Because nobody will be checking your posts, right? So the cool thing about social media is that everything flies until you're not breaking the general law of social media, right? So yes, they won't be checking your AI if your post was made by AI or not. Right?
No. That's why I said it is for people who use it, who are professional writers, so who will use it. Like, the school, I didn't talk about it. This is good comment, because the schools, they actually started checking it a lot, because they what I learned, the students have been using it for the final written work. So the school started checking it with the detectors, because that's a huge problem, or has been, or started being problem for the schools, because they came with perfect writing, and suddenly it was put through the AI detector, and whoops, it is only 20% human. So it is yeah. If you, as Mike said, if you use it for your posts or whatever you need, it is fine. But if you use it for something which is official, or if you are a professional writer, even if you write book, be careful with that, because a lot of companies started using these AI detectors. As far as I know, the sentence I gave you, rewrite it with human perplexity and burstiness, it still works, and works very well. It completely changed like 50–60%. You just put it there, you get the output, you put it through AI detector, and it is completely different result.
And you can also try other prompts, like rewrite with a human feel or with human emotions or something like that. You can try these different prompts, right?
Yeah.
One thing that like I wanted to add over here, guys, is the name ChatGPT suggests that it's a chat.
Yes.
So what you should be doing is like you ask the question, the chat, which is a robot, gives you something, and then you make it yours, and then you give it back, and it's like a back and forth, which makes it yours, right?
As I said, also, don't forget, even it is robot, don't forget to say please and thank you.
We do not want Transformers apocalypse at the end of the day.
Yes.
Right? Be nice to your AI. Be nice to your AI.
Okay, so what I would like to end with is,
When we have just Himli and Magda was keeping their
Yes,
hands up,
yes.
so maybe they want to share.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Georgia. Thank you for this very informative session. I have a question on the 4,000 tokens. Yeah. So that limitation, is it per login session, or is it per day, or is it per month?
No, it is for just one question. If you keep going, that's not like for day. That's for one specific. If you keep going for one specific question.
One
Oh,
prompt.
so for one
one
episode,
prompt.
yeah, you
Yeah.
continuously ask. So it's a limitation of 24,000 words,
You know,
both in the prompt
Okay.
and the answers.
Not words.
You
Tokens.
maybe cannot imagine it, but the day 3 of the workshop, the guy was showing us actually prompts which were, I don't know how many thousand words, but they were long. And you can even ask the ChatGPT to create a business plan for you. That was amazing. He loves Alex Hermosi, and even though Alex Hermosi is not before after September 2000, he is after September 2021. So the ChatGPT doesn't have the information about Alex Hermosi, but he put some information about him and asked to create the like business plan in the Alex Hermosi way. And what came out, it was amazing. I also tried it. I just adjusted the prompts for myself, what for my needs, and I ran it through about 5 or 6 times, and some of the things which came out was like, oh, okay, I didn't think about that. That was very, very, very interesting.
And Georgia, if let's say we did a prompt, you give me a paragraph. If I cut and paste the answer to the prompt to the next prompt, will that be counted?
Yeah, no, that's what I said. You can divide it, and put it as an extra prompt. Make your prompt slow, like shorter, and put it as an extra prompt. That's you can play with that. Yes.
Okay, so if you cut and paste what they churn out to you and put it to your next prompt, it will not be counted. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Georgia was mentioning, guys, here about like feeding your ChatGPT with information. So what you can do is, for example, if you have like a longer text, right? Let's say we recorded this whole meeting right now, right? And we're going to put in the transcription of this meeting into ChatGPT. Maybe it's going to be a little bit too long for one prompt, but we can cut it into smaller prompts. Like, can you read this? And then I put another one and another one, another one, and I feed it with the 5 different parts of text. And then I can tell, based on these 5 different fragments that I just gave you, can you create 5 posts for me for my social media?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So I feed it with an information. Then I wanted to spit it out to me back in the form of a post, a short, emotion-driven, benefit-packed posts. Right. Just giving you some ideas for the prompts.
What I was also doing, and what works very well, because sometimes the answers which you get, as I again will refer what Magda said, Magda's here or have been here, it sometimes come and it is like really like you are looking at it, it's like it's like a robot. So I take word from this, 2 words from here, I ask for 10 options and I take pieces from each, I put it there again, and ask again, and it comes completely different. So really, as I said, nothing comes overnight. We can, and this is a tool which we can use, but also we need to learn how to use it. That's not like, okay, sweet, now I don't have to do anything, any work. The ChatGPT will do it for me. Doesn't work like that. But it is extremely helpful. And for me, I'm very, very tight with time because of also of my personal commitment to my family. And so far, it saved me, when I was creating my workshop, it saved me, I would say, 2 hours a day. Which is huge. I was able to go for a walk. Sweet.
Amazing support.
Great.
Thank you, Georgia.
Right, Magda, if you can, we're gonna let you speak, and we're gonna wrap it up, so we don't go overboard. Go, Magda. Where is Magda? She's still here.
I'm here. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Georgia, for absolutely great presentation. I didn't know that I can create the tables, which is huge time saver. I just want to add one thing, which, ChatGPT and all the other programs are programmed to use only mainstream narratives. If you think a little bit differently, we'd refuse to work with you, even you command it. And it has a feeling, it's very easily offended. And one thing what I learned when I was preparing my workshop, I was digging in the books. If you can ask him, give me summary or give me that and that from this book, and we'll give you exactly what you're looking for based on the books. And also, if you're creating post, comment it to add emojis. It will do it for you, and it's perfect. It's time saver for me, especially that adds a lot of fluff, which I don't have naturally in me. So it's, and it's my second language, so I have this like love and hate relationship with it. But it's definitely helpful. So thank you so much. It was great.
My pleasure.
I agree with Magna, because every time I put something in GPT, it says, I'm sorry, you're wrong. Over and over again. So thank you, Georgia. I'm going to give it another shot.
My pleasure. Okay, so I will, if you don't have any more answers, I will finish with this is beautiful. We know how to use it for writing. Okay, most of us are in the business and we need a lot of writing. But as I said, I'm sharing here what I learned from an expert. I'm not expert in that. You can use it for everything. You can use it for your posts. You can use it for emails. You can use it for text messages, whatever. But you also need to speak to your clients. And then it is when my expertise comes to the place, because I'm over a decade, I'm over 14 years. I have been helping non-native speakers, English speakers all around the world. And there where I can help you with. I can help you with the confidence, and I can help you to be able to speak to your clients. But it's not all. That's also a little part. Okay, you can write. I can help you with the speaking, but where is the other part? Okay, as Mike said, I'm proud to say now, thank you, Mike, thank you, Athena, thank you, Lucy, thank you, Eden, that I become part of the group of those beautiful people who I have been working with for almost last 2 years. And on side of what ChatGPT can offer you and what I can offer you, if you are non-native speaker and you need help with the English, there is team of people who I am now part of, who can help you with much more than that, because we need to learn how to create a funnel, how to do marketing, how to do this, how to do that. It's so many things I even don't remember it. And I have been learning with them for last 2 years, and it has been amazing journey, and I'm very happy that I will be working with them now. Before I will pass to Mike, who will explain you more, I would like to tell you that if you need help with English, if you need help to be more confident, to speak more clearly with your clients, I have a free 3 days workshop, which is next week, and I will give you the link in the chat. And you are more than welcome to come to my workshop and learn the speaking part. But also with the group I'm working with, it will be part of the whole program. So you will get the whole package. So thank you very much for listening to me. And I'm passing to
Georgia. Thank you so much, Georgia. So again, the link is already in the chat for Georgia's workshop. That's for not native English speakers, guys. You want to build your confidence, speaking English, being more confident with your posts, with your videos, the communication on Zoom, then Georgia is your girl. And as for the application part, at the beginning of this meeting, I mentioned to you that at the end, I wanted to show you the practical application in promoting your courses and coaching program of the stuff that Georgia just shared with ChatGPT, right? Because at the end of the day, just like she said, it's just a tool. It's not going to do anything if you're just going to look at it or play with it without any idea in your head why you're doing things that you're doing, right? So it's like my mom has this malaxer in the kitchen, right? And you can turn it on and it tells you like, what do you want to eat? And then you can type it in, and then it looks for the recipe in the internet, and it tells you what you need to put in. So the ChatGPT is kind of like the same thing. You can ask ChatGPT, how do I promote my course about, this and that? Or what are the best questions that I can ask people? What are the best headlines that I can use? And so just to give you the general idea, I created very few slides, all right? I'm going to show you these few slides that will give you an idea. How do we use this ChatGPT? And not only ChatGPT, to be honest, because this is just the first webinar out of the whole series of AI series that we will be giving you guys in Build Your Brand and Woke Lab and Launch Lab Academy. There will be AI that will be helping you with pictures, creating your photos, AI creating your music, AI creating your headlines, AI creating your videos, turning text into voice into video. All of this is coming, right? I just don't want to put all of this for you in one plate because it's going to be too much. But for now, just with the ChatGPT, our team, the Launch Lab Academy that Georgia mentioned, and then we are very proud to have her right now and supporting all these not native English speakers going through this process. It's like a laboratory for course creators and coaches who wants to build their marketing skill set and momentum. And now we're adding this particular bit, the AI, on top of it, because we will be leveraging these tools to do this process, to go through this process. Until this point, we've been doing it we're helping people with this since 2020. We've done it like multiple times, and we'll be building these, like going through this process of building a marketing campaign, utilizing a small online events and a community group. That's the process, and I will show you how it looks like. So what we started to do is we reached out to people who are not really like amazing coaches, established, and that wanted to have everything. We actually targeted people who are starting, who are just testing their first offer, second offer. They never had a marketing campaign in their life before. And us going through this process ourselves, we're spending all that money on different tools and softwares that we were not able to use. Not because it was not good, it's just like too complex, and we were not utilizing the tool, right? So after a while, I realized, okay, we can do all these amazing things, but we can play with it. We can just start, we can build a fragment of it and see if it works. A laboratory, launch lab, academy, we're testing, we're having fun, right? And so this is the organic Facebook funnel model, right? This is how you start marketing your course, your digital product, your coaching, your group coaching, one-on-one coaching. It doesn't really matter what is at the back end of this, but we're taking people through a process of building relationship with us, building the know, the like, the trust, right? And it goes through your Facebook profile, your Facebook community group, and a Facebook event. Now, these tools over here, they're all free. Facebook is giving us this for free. So we can set up our funnel, right? The customer journey on Facebook and test it, like do one campaign, 2 campaigns, just to see if we got all the elements, build the copy, build some content, build some banners, right? Some graphics. And once it's working, we can then plug it into a more professional software platform, right? Like at the back end of this, guys, this is the end of that funnel. So this is the front part. This is the campaign where I'm building relationship with people on social media. They're going through these stages, and this is the end part of my funnel, which is where I'm actually keeping my digital product. Whether it's a course, I can plug in a course in a Facebook group. I can plug in a subscription membership site in a Facebook group. I can plug in a live group coaching in a Facebook group. I can plug in a one-on-one coaching in Facebook group. No money required here. It's all free, right? And I can sell people the access to these by just sending them a message or meeting them on Zoom or sending them an email and giving them my Paygate link to pay through PayPal or Stripe, right? So we tested this model multiple times, not just for us, but also for our students, right? And it works. You can actually start earning money without spending anything on platforms. But at the end of the day, you don't want to be like a slave of social media. You don't want to do this forever until the end of your life, like everything manually, sending the messages and emails manually. So at a certain time, once it's working and you already have the elements, it's not overwhelming anymore. It's a good moment to now automate this, right? We can take that thing that you build on Facebook and plug it and create a real opt-in page, right? A website that collects the email, right? Once we have this email collected, we can create an automated email campaign that is triggered automatically. I don't have to follow up with every single person manually anymore, right? Because I'm going to have 50 people, 100 people later on. But at the beginning, when I'm doing it for the first time like this, and I have 5 people, I don't need an automation. I can send a message to 5 people. I can send 5 emails, right? I don't need an automation. I don't need to pay for this stuff. Here, the moment I know it works, it makes sense because I'm gonna get better at this. I'm gonna have more people. More people will sign in, and I want to have more people to show up. So I have the tool, I have the machine helping me with it, right? The event stays the same as it was. It's still the same, exactly the same strategy, but it's just automated, right? I can have a same email campaign after the event, reminding people about, hey, this is your gift, right? Georgia promised you the gift for for the prompts today, for example, hey, we could use them if we want to automate this webinar right here. We could just ask the machine, okay, send them the gift with the prompts, and then the next one will be, hey, send them a replay of the session, and then the next one could be, hey, maybe you do want to join our additional program, get more help, get more hand holding, have a team, have somebody who will give you the feedback, right? So all this can be sent in my emails, and then at the end of the day, instead of me, for example, meeting you on Zoom or sending you messages manually, I can send you a link to a page that will explain what is in my offer, and then you can just press and buy, right? Just like you're doing it with these big names like Dean Graziosi or Tony Robbins or Brandon Bouchard, right? They just have these automated funnels. And once you're ready with this, it makes total sense. And it's just going to be one step. It's not going to be a huge stretch for you. Oh my goodness, I have to build this page and this email and that email. And integration and automation, I can't do it because I don't even have my posts ready, right? This is why we want to help you guys to go through this process. And this right here, what I'm showing you right now, is our framework. This is the campaign. If you don't have it, those of you who are not in Launch Lab and didn't see it yet, take a picture of this, or we actually can share it with you later on as well. Because these are the steps of your marketing campaign. This is how you promote your course, your coaching program on social media. This is how you're filling in your digital product with people who need it. You don't wait. They won't come. You need to invite them, right? And this is how you invite them. This is how it works. These 9 steps, these 9 P's of marketing campaign is how it's done. And you will be repeating this process multiple times, right? Changing, tweaking little elements over here. Now check this out. We used to do it manually. We have to create every single step of this manually. Now we have ChatGPT helping us with it. So for instance, some of these points maybe don't need that much of the ChatGPT support, but some other points, you will be relying on ChatGPT a lot. Like for example, point 1, right? Predict. This is all about what I want out of my marketing campaign. Do I want 5 people or 10 people in my program, right? Should I start with a coaching program, a group coaching program, or a course, or maybe one-on-one? I can ask this to ChatGPT. Why not? The ChatGPT has all the knowledge from the internet. Will give me some statistics. I will have a better educated decision. Should I do this or should I do that, right? So you can use ChatGPT as a research, right? As something to bounce your ideas, just like you would ask a coach. You can ask ChatGPT about certain things. But that's just a little thing. In the second one, the preparation, this is where we're building the funnel. This is the moment when we actually have to design, for example, a headline for our banner, a title for our group, or write a little description of my community. All this, I can ask ChatGPT, what would be the best description for this and this, and this program, you know, for group coaching, and Like I'm feeding it, right, information, what is important to me, and asking for some outcome, right? So if you know exactly what you need to be asking, the ChatGPT will give you all the answer. You do not have to be the solo creator anymore. The third one over here, prospect. These are your leads, right? So every marketing campaign is going to have a specific avatar, a specific person you want to talk to, because as much as your product or your services might serve the whole humanity, the truth is that on social media, if you try to talk to everybody, nobody's listening, right? Which is why each of my campaign will be dedicated to a specific person, right? And I can change that persona. I can change that prospect for each marketing campaign. I don't have to limit myself to, I'm only going to be selling to 60-year-old women who are here and there and doing this and that. I can have one marketing campaign for that person, right? Because I want to speak directly to them. But then the next campaign, I can change my persona and still have the same, selling the same product, right? So this part over here, huge support from ChatGPT, guys. We can ask, once I have the idea of who my person is, a short description, few sentences, right? My prompt. I want to speak to this and this and this kind of person who is doing this and this and that and went through this and this and that. Can you tell me, ChatGPT, please, right? Be nice to your chat. What are the problems that these people usually have? What are the desires that this person might have? What are the motivators of this kind of person? And the ChatGPT is spitting out all the things that you would want to address in your marketing campaign later on. Amazing, amazing use for the ChatGPT over here. And moving on to these other steps, guys, I'm going to skip a little bit because I don't want to go too deep into each of these steps. But step 5, when we're dropping our content, for example, we are creating content based on the information about avatar and the information what we want to provide. We feed this information to ChatGPT. We record our riff. Maybe we can talk to record a little bit and have a transcript, plug it into ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to turn that text, turn those information into social media post. Actually, you can be even more specific. Post for Facebook, post for Facebook filled with value, right? And you're gonna have like a bunch of content generated in minutes and not days, right? But you need to have your initial good prompts, just like Georgia was saying, right? That's on you. Or if you want to use our help, we help you with that, with this initial information. What do you need to create and feed your ChatGPT with, so they will give you the content that you need. Okay. These other elements over here is the same thing, guys. Creating your presentation for the event, creating your pitch. Hey, create me a pitch and do it in a Russell Brunson style, right? Using his perfect webinar script. Boom. You know, like that's how you're going to be using ChatGPT over here. It's going to exceed your work tremendously. Follow-up sequences, right? Like you can have a follow-up sequence based on information we have from Tony, right? What are the most common objections? And then you feed the ChatGPT with objection of time, objection of the partner, objection of the money, objection of whatever other thing, right? And can you, dear ChatGPT, please create for me the follow-up sequence for the person who has this or that objection for my pitch that I can also feed my ChatGPT with. Like I can give it the pitch so the ChatGPT knows what I'm talking about, right? So for each of these steps, guys, whether you're going to be doing it by yourself, following this model of 9 Ps for marketing, right? Or you would want some additional help, you will be still leveraging ChatGPT to do it faster and better, okay? And now, just to give you like a general idea, in order for you to know exactly, to be on this boat of AI, it's a window, guys. It's not going to be free forever. I can tell you that right away. It's not going to be free forever. And also, it's a game that everybody plays. Everybody has access to ChatGPT. Not everybody knows how to use it now. Wait half a year, is going to be a different world, right? So now we have an advantage. We are the first pioneers who are already learning how to use it for this particular thing that we're doing, right? For this marketing process, for promoting our courses, our coaching programs. Now we have an opportunity. And no matter where you're at, whether you have your first program or maybe you already established coach, you can leverage on this big time. And we want to be there for you and support you in this if you want us to help you do that, right? So in order to do this, in order to do our job, I would usually pitch you like a little offer over here, but that's not exactly what I want to do right now. Instead, I want to invite you to a short conversation, Zoom conversation with one of the members of our Launch Lab Academy team. Okay, and what we're going to do during this Zoom call, is this, guys. We're gonna allocate where you're at, and we're just gonna give you the best logical step for you, how you can leverage no matter where you're at. So these are the kind of questions we would want to ask you during this short Zoom call. Do you already have a digital offer? Or is it in the making? You're doing it right now, right? Have you started delivering it to people already? If you have it, right? If you deliver it, do you already have a social proof? Do you have at least one person who benefited from your offer? And there is no good and bad answers. We're just trying to just figure out where you're at, right? That it doesn't matter what the answer will be, but it gives us a very clear understanding. Oh, you are at this place, and we've been working with people who joined the Launch Lab. They didn't have an offer, right? They were just like starting this game. They were like after KBB or after Project Next. Some of them just joining the One Funnel Away or whatever other program. Had an idea, but they didn't. So we were playing with the beginners, but we also played with people who actually sold stuff multiple times. We do have an amazing person that was on the stage with Brendan Bouchard even, right? So it doesn't really matter where you're at. It's just going to change the scale of where we're starting, where's going to be our starting point. So second thing, have you already run a marketing campaign before? Or is it going to be your first one? Right? Another question that can be, do you have a marketing budget? And let me tell you guys, you always have a marketing budget, but you're either paying with time or you're paying with money, or both, right? If you have zero money, then your marketing budget is how much time can you do this, right? But if you tell me I have 0 time, 0 money, well, go and do something else. That's not for you, because nothing's going to happen, right? You either have to put in a lot of time, or you put in money, or like a balance of two, right? But that's a fair question. How much time, how much money do you think you can sacrifice for this, right? To make it happen. Another question, do you have a team or a partner, or are you doing it solo at this point, right? Very important question, can give you can do a little bit different things if you have more than one person working on it, right? Another question, are you ready for the automation? Meaning, okay, I actually have a working product. I sold it through a Facebook funnel or whatever other place. Now I just want to get my time back. So I am ready, or I'm not. I don't know. I didn't test my stuff. We will tell you based on the answers for these questions. We can tell you exactly what should be your next logical step. Not what is my offer that I want to give, that I want you to buy, but what is the next logical step? And because we've done it a couple times, and right now we sort of like have this options to help people who are at the very beginning, in the middle, a little upper stage, we can tell you, hey, if I was you, I would do this, right? So if you guys think that you would want to take the opportunity of being on this train of AI supported marketing campaigns, then what I want you to encourage you to do, and that's our call to action for today's call. Just type in interested in the chat. That's all I want you to do. Type in interested if you want to sign in for this one-on-one quick call, so we can allocate where you're at. What is your status today? And there's no strings attached. You don't have to buy anything. We're just going to give you the next logical step. You can decide to do it on your own. If you will see that there is a match, right, between what you want to do and what we can help you with, then we will offer you something, right? Offer you support. But if you will say, hey, thank you for the information, I can do it, then it's still a win-win situation, because then you can just go out there and tell people, hey, this Launch Lab Academy team is awesome. They gave me the recipe for and the structure, what I need to do next. And that will be fine with us too, right? Now, these are the few things I just listed, just most important bits that people were mentioning, that our clients, our students from the past were mentioning that they needed the most help with. They wanted the better structure. They wanted the breakdown, like what's the next step? What's the next mini step? What's the next one? What's the next one? So they don't have to think about, oh, I need to do the campaign, but there's a million things that I need to do in campaign. And they just wanted somebody to give them step-by-step breakdown. We can do that. If that's all you're gonna need, we can just give you that, right? Some other people, they wanted more help with implementation. Can you just give me like a little bit of your time, right? So we can do the homework, so we can go through something. That is also possible. We do run a community with open offices where we're just taking you through the process, which, by the way, gets you going, gets the stuff done, and not just allowing me to tell you what to do, right? Because when many programs, many online programs, you learn what to do, but you don't do it, right? Then you have to go and do it, and then you never find time to do it. So we actually find this time when you can sit down, block the time, let's do it, right? Action time. We run community where we have amazing team leaders, people who already went through this process, and they're volunteering their time, they're supporting one another, they're promoting each other's events, being partners. We have coaches from like all sorts of routes of life that can help you with your emotional state, help you with some technical stuff, or help you with just socializing on social media, right? So all this is already in the group, in the community, and if that's going to be something that you will need, we can offer that. Okay. We do have access to some specific experts as well, experts who can help you with your social media photos or social media videos or music for your social media videos, right? They'll create emotional state in people. Okay, so all these experts, you will be exposed to them if you're in the Launch Lab community, and there's multiple ways how you can benefit from it. Now, with that being said, guys, like I said, all we want to do is lead you to this. This is like the big picture at the end of the road. We want to have a working, automated funnel marketing campaign that drives people to my paid program. And we do it by many events online and a community group. We show you how to run your mini events, how to run your community, and how to pitch your offer to them, and then how to automate that process. So that's the end goal. But we are breaking it down to such a small steps that even if your offer is not ready, you can still start now by doing just a laboratory, just a test run, right? Start building these little pieces here and there that we can then take from you and plug it into professional funnels. That funnel I'm going to show you just an example of something of this process, right? So this is one of the events we did for Nadia, right? So she did a summit. She was actually selling a physical product at the end of this. But the process was, we wanted to create an opt-in funnel, right? The registration page where people can give you email and register for your event. We wanted to make sure that there is a high show-up rate for the event, because the fact that somebody is saying that I'm going to be on your event doesn't mean they're going to come. We have to keep reminding them, right? So then we're going to create this follow-up sequence of the emails. But at the beginning, it could just be like you sending few messages on Messenger, right? It can be done with a very easy beginning style, right? So now we have this increasing this show-up rate. Then after the event, where people learn what our offer is, we want to follow up with them to increase the conversion rate, right? This is where we can get to communicate with them and inform them a couple more times about what is the offer, what we are giving, how we want to serve, right? And they can opt in, and eventually we want them to buy. So that's the overall fulfillment at the end of this process. Like you've seen the slides at the beginning, I was showing you, you can provide your digital courses through a Facebook group, which is sort of like a fair play if you have like a low ticket items, right? I don't care what the package is until the chocolate is good, right? But at a certain point, if you want to attract a little bit higher paying clients, you want to have an amazing chocolate, an amazing presentation, and and the whole shebang. So people are paying for the experience and not just the knowledge, right? So we can then make it better. We can plug it into official members area in the automated platform, right? But the game is the same for the very beginner and for the advanced person, right? It's just the amount of time and money that you're going to be investing in the beginner's game or advanced game. So at the end of the day, look, this is what we've built. This is what we want to help people with eventually. But if you're not there, if you're not here yet, we're just going to help you. So I just want to show you how it's going to work for you, right? So in this automated process, right, the sales will be coming in this automated version. That's going to be you in the future, right? You're going to have this eventually, but at the beginning, before we build this, I'm going to go back to this slide from the beginning. If you're not ready for this full automation, and I know that many of you might not be, then let's build this, right? Let's build this. We can start with this. This is how I started. This is how every single person from our team started. This is how all our existing clients started. They built this first, and then they took this, and we're going to be plugging into automated version next. Okay. So again, my call to action to you guys today is follow up this framework when it comes to building your audience for your programs, for your digital products, and reach out to us so we can allocate where you are at right now. Okay. All we want to do is just give us like 15-20 minutes call on a Zoom. We ask you the questions, right? So we know where you're at. We give you the next logical step. And then you can make your decision. If you want to do it by yourself, if you want to use our help in a small way, bigger way, all in, whatever will work for you, let us help you. Okay? So that's it for today, guys. Just type in interested if you do want to hop on this short call, and one of our team members will just follow up with you and set up the best time that will work for you. Okay. In the meantime, we will follow up with you anyway to provide the prompts that we promised with Georgia, right? So you can start playing with the ChatGPT and using these prompts. And in the future, guys, I will be organizing additional webinars for AI specifically for marketing, right? So like I said, there are other tools, not just ChatGPT, that we can use that will be helping us with a lot of other elements: banners, videos, transcripts, lead magnets, all these kind of stuff. So it's really, really cool. And I can't wait to break it down for you guys in the nearest weeks. In the meantime, thank you so much for joining us today. It was great to have you here. I hope that you learned something from Georgia, from me, and it will advance you to the next level. All right. Oh, I didn't say, by the way, those of you who are watching us on Facebook, guys, you can just type in interested in the comments section, right? We're still gonna follow up with you as well. Okay. So with that being said, guys, thank you one more time. Thank you again for joining today. Go and play around with your ChatGPT and smile, because you guys are lucky to live in the times when you get this. When you get to see this disruption. I feel like it's going to be a great leveler. You know, I call it leveler because this is the moment when the little people can actually become big very quickly, right? It's like it's leveling up the field. Something that was only available for the big guys in the past. Now we can play around with this. So it's really cool. All right. Thank you so much, guys.